Hey, what's up, everybody? Now, if you're wondering where I am, I'm not in the wilderness. No, I'm actually in Herald Square in New York City for the reveal of the 2011 all-new Ford Explorer. Yeah, quite the set. We're also going to tell you some news. We're going to talk about the new A7 four-door coupe, and Ferrari was fined in an F1 race. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D. It's Ford Day, people. Look at this. We're having a good time. Let's do it.
We went to the plant 2 weeks ago where the prototypes are running down Chicago assembly line, and just to see it, right, to see it finally coming off the line.
It's all about details. Nothing's unturned, everything's been thought out.
To get the opportunity, wow, you get to reinvent this. You get to take the all-new one, ground up.
There's almost a special trepidation, almost a fear when you're working on a program that's iconic.
This is the Explorer, and we really want to surprise people.
After months of teasing us, Ford has finally revealed the all-new Ford Explorer right here in New York City. With the backdrop of the Empire State Building, Ford hauled in tons of dirt and rock and trees to Herald Square, and within one day, created a set for CEO Alan Mulally and our good buddy Mike Rowe to reveal the latest generation of the SUV that started it all. The new 2011 Explorer will add to the long history of the brand, with over 6 million units sold since its debut nearly 20 years ago. Ford engineers have successfully made this new generation 100 pounds lighter than the previous model, thanks to lighter and stronger materials. Power comes by way of a 6-speed automatic transmission for the two different motors, either the 2-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder that pushes out 236 horsepower and 250 pound-feet of torque, or you can go with the 290 horsepower V6, which actually has 30% better fuel economy versus the previous V6 model. Now, although this new Explorer looks sleeker and is based off a smaller chassis, it actually still maintains nearly 8 inches of ground clearance, and for those moments when you decide to go off-roading, there's the new terrain management system. Options within the system include sand, mud, snow, as well as a hill descent feature that allows the driver to just steer down a hill while the boffins under the hood handle all the braking. The new 2011 Ford Explorer not only looks good and has great fuel economy, but also has some neat safety technology as well. For example, the 2 second-row back seats have inflatable seat belts, which spread the restraint load across the entire body in the event of an accident. This way, the stopping force is not hitting on a specific point of the body, and the inflation is high enough to restrain the head from a forward motion. It doesn't stop there either, though. The 2011 Ford Explorer has 12 class exclusive features that include everything from My Ford Touch, Active Parking Assist, My Key, which can allow parents to program presets, including maximum speed and radio volume. And let's, of course, not forget the capless Easy Fuel for all those who need to pump their own gas. Something I don't have to worry about because I live in New Jersey. There's a lot more on the new Explorer that would take me 15 minutes to tell you, but if you want to read more, go to this link right here. All right? Now back on the other side of the pond. There's 2 stories out of Audi's base camp. Initially, we got word that the new Audi RS5 would not be making its way to the United States. Well, guess what? Looks like someone over at Ingolstadt had a change of heart. The Uber Audi RS5 Coupe will indeed be making it to America late next year as a 2012 model. Although we'll have to wait a year longer than the Europeans, we'll still get the naturally aspirated V8 with 450 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of 4.6 seconds. There are even rumors of a special US-only package to make up for the wait. The other story from Audi is one that's kind of still developing, so you got to bear with us. At around 1 a.m. this morning, the first photos of the 2011 Audi A7 leaked to the web. We've probably stalked this car since 2008 in our internet rumor mill, even seeing a full face shot from the company's test facility. But now, here it is. Audi's first four-door coupe to go up against the Mercedes CLS. We have no details yet, and those should be appearing later today, but we'll fill you in on tomorrow's show, of course. And shifting into some motorsports news, since Leo is on vacation for another week, let's turn to Formula One at this weekend's German Grand Prix at Hockenheim. Although Red Bull's Sebastian Vettel qualified at pole, it was the 2 Ferraris who stole the show, Alonso and Massa, coming in first and second. Stole may actually be too literal of a term for this story. After the race, Ferrari was fined $100,000 by the FIA, the highest fine the Motorsports Council can issue. The reason? Team orders. Yeah, Felipe Massa led the majority of the race with teammate Fernando Alonso in hot pursuit. Towards the end of the race, Alonso complained to his team that sitting behind Massa, who was running slightly slower lap times, was, quote, ridiculous. Shortly after, Massa's engineer told Massa that, quote, Fernando is faster than you. Plain and simple. That message read as a team order, which is banned by Formula One management. Massa soon after that message pulled aside and let Fernando pass and take the checkered flag. When questioned, Alonso thought Massa had an issue with his gearbox, while Massa insisted he was acting in a professional manner. Things are still developing on this one, so we'll see how it all unravels at this weekend in Hungary. Well, that's about it for this edition of Fastlane Daily. I'm Derek T, and we're chilling out with Ford. The new 2011 Ford Explorer is going to be revealed, and we'll show you that later on, right, I believe? Yeah, so after this? All right, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go check out the Ford Explorer 2011. Yeah, my shirt's bright, I know. Sorry. So I'm here with Julie Rocco, Program Manager for the 2011 Ford Explorer. Before we get into it, what is going on here?
Well, we're about to have a large press conference to reveal the 2011 Explorer, and this is so exciting. If you turn around and look behind us, we've got a whole set showed up here with campers, we're going to have mountain bikers, and we're going to reveal the Explorer to this whole crowd with all of our dealers around us.
So 30% better fuel economy, it pulls up to 5,000 pounds.
It's up to 5,000 pounds, and the towing this is still the real SUV. The towing capability is 5,000 pounds. It's also got ease of towing. If you've ever towed, we've got a backup camera that has a zoom feature on it. Oh, nice. So when you're backing up to hook up your trailer, that'll be very easy. We've got trailer sway mitigation. We've got tow haul. And if I could, I'd like to talk about the terrain management system. If you heard about that. So this terrain management system, we started with our customers and we talked with them about, what do you think about your four-wheel drive? And they had said, you know, this is customers these are everyday customers, never knew when to turn it into 4 low or 4 high, and even engineers did not necessarily know when to do that. So we instead have introduced the terrain management system, which is a knob on the console. We can show you. You can turn the knob to sand, snow, mud. It modulates based on the terrain.
Nice. So the 2011 Ford Explorer, what do you think is the newest feature on it that people will enjoy the most? I know there's a bunch, but pick one.
How much time you got? There's a whole bunch. So first off, one of the things we're most proud of is the fuel economy. Our customers today really still have a sense of adventure.
Gas prices are going up.
Well, they definitely have a sense of adventure, but these customers, they still need capability and they still need utility. So one of the biggest things we've done is we have introduced best-in-class fuel economy.
That's great. And I feel like when people hear Ford Explorer, like when I think SUV originally, I think the Ford Explorer, because it seems to be like, you know, one of the first ones to ever do the SUV.
We've sold 6 million Explorers.
Yeah, I just said that earlier.
4 million on the road today. All right, so of those, we've got about 140,000 of those customers coming back into our dealerships every year. So we've got a real big, excited customer base to draw from. And if you've seen our items on Facebook, we've got a big crowd following.
Facebook.com/Ford Explorer.
We've got a huge crowd following us there and watching the reveal and getting ready for all these different sites.
Awesome. Well, Julie, I appreciate it.
Yep.
And great event you're doing here. It's pretty cool. If you're in New York City, you might want to come down and check this out.
We've got a big crowd here, so we're real excited.
All right. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it.
Okay,
No problem.
take care.
You too.